Yo, what's poppin', PokePal? Rare TCG coming at you with a brand new video. Today, I'm going to be showcasing the baby Blaziken with its Inferno Kick Flurry attack. It does 120 damage for 3 energy, which isn't great, but if you discard 2 energy from this Pokemon, this attack does 120 damage to one of your opponent's bench Pokemon as well. So you are essentially spreading 240 damage amongst 2 of your opponent's Pokemon. Now, you may be thinking to yourself, well, how can you consistently get this Inferno Kick Flurry off? Very simply, with the help of Blaziken EX and its Seething Spirit ability. Once during your turn, may attach a basic energy card from your discard pile onto one of your Pokemon. And we also play Boomerang Energy, which, as long as this Pokemon is attached to a Pokemon, if it was used for an attack cost and was discarded, it goes right back onto the active Pokemon. So we can use that along with the Powerglass, which allows us to attach energy from our discard pile at the end of our turn. And our basic Blaziken is really consistent. I've tested this deck out quite a bit. It's worked. I've beaten a Grimmsnarl deck with it. I wish I was recording during that time, but it works, guys. I've got it to get consistently. We also play 1 copy of Heatmore just for its Licking Catch attack. You can search your deck for any combination of Fire Energy or Fire Pokemon. So that's a good way to draw out your Fire Pokemon if you need them. And of course we play 2 copies of Pidgeot EX because, you know, Pidgeot EX is usually played in 2-stage decks. It's just very easy to get Pidgeot rocking and rolling. We also play 1 copy of Mela in case we have a hard time getting our Blaziken EX set up, which allows us to attach a basic Fire Energy card from our discard pile to one of our Pokemon, and then we get to draw until we have 6 cards in our hand. So that's a good way to get out of things. And that's pretty much it. Let's go see it in action. All right, here we are in game 1. We already take a mulligan, but my opponent is going first, so it doesn't really seem to matter. Now, essentially what you want to be doing with this deck is you want to load up your bench with Torchics as much as you can. And then from there, what you want to do is you want to... All right, well, we got Fezandipiti. And then what you want to do is you want to get these... 1 prize Blazikens out. And then once you get the 1 prize Blazikens out, it becomes much easier to start assaulting your opponent with Blaziken. They are using Bombardier EX. That's a very interesting card. It has the attack Shadowy Wind, which for 130 damage, you could put this card and all cards attached to it back into your hand. And if you go first on your first turn, you can use its Fast Carrier to get 3 basic Pokemon to your bench, which is kind of crazy. So, I have thought about using a Bombardier deck at one point. So, maybe I'll use it. Maybe I won't use it. I don't know yet. I'm still thinking about it. Alright, unfortunately, I am going to have to Iono because that hand was Garbaggio. And we just got an even worse hand. Okay, even better, right? I mean, all things considered, Fezandipiti still can attack and still spread damage itself with its Cruel Arrow attack. I mean, it has 3 colorless, so it's not like it's a complete waste using this Fezandipiti. They might just bring up the Mimikyu, though. It's not a problem, though, that they're playing Mimikyu, because the main attacker of this deck is the 1 prize Blaziken, so that's cool. I just can't believe we haven't seen a single Torchic yet. We went through 12 cards and haven't seen a single Torchic out of the 4 cards. Or a Buddy-Buddy Poffin, for that matter. I play 4 copies of Buddy-Buddy Poffin. Very interesting. I don't know. It seems like lately, every time I hit the record button, PTCGL is just like, oh, Rare's recording. Guess what? We're going to give him the worst hands possible. Kangaskhan, what the heck is going on with this deck here? This is interesting. Okay, we finally got Arven. That'll get me my Buddy-Buddy Poffin, and that'll get me a Powerglass. So that'll start setting up 2 Torchics. So let's do that. Or do I want a Pidgey? Actually, no. I do want the 2 Torchics. So I'm going to attach the Boomerang Energy to this Torchic and the Powerglass to this Torchic. And then I'm just going to end my turn. And the next turn, what I'll do is I will attach the Fire Energy. And if I could somehow get both Blaziken EX and the baby Blaziken, I could actually power up the Blaziken next turn, because once I retreat this Fezandipiti, that Fire Energy is going to go into the discard pile. So that's actually not a bad idea. They are going to retreat, and I think they're going to start... No, they're just going to put the Mimikyu in the active. That's fine. That's perfectly fine with me. And, oh, okay. We got one piece of the puzzle. So let's attach that here. Now all we need is the baby Blaziken to get things going. So let's shuffle our hand. And we get nothing. Nothing of use. Great. We do get a Buddy-Buddy Poffin though, so that'll help. I'll get myself another Torchic and a Pidgey, since we've got Pidgeotto on our hand. And I guess we're just going to attach that there, and I guess we'll just end our turn for now. A little bit of a slow start from both my side and my opponents, so I can't really complain. Still trying to figure out what the synergy behind my opponent's deck is. I see a Bombardier, I see a Ho-Oh, and I see a Kangaskhan. Not quite sure. Kangaskhan's a fun card to use, although it's very situational with its 4 coin flips. Alright, they're slowly getting their Pidgeot set up, which is not great. And I have not seen a single rare candy yet. And I have not seen my... I didn't showcase the A-Spec, did I? The A-Spec is Grand Tree, because we play a lot of 2-stagers. They're going to boss up my Torchic. No! Oh, that stinks. Alright, well, the good news here is that we can actually use Fezandipiti, and it's flip the script ability, so it's not a complete loss. I will try to stay on the positive end of things today. All right, so we're going to do that. We can actually use this now to attach to Torchic. Not a complete loss. And hopefully I can get myself a Boomerang Energy and Blaziken. We got Blaziken, but not the Boomerang Energy. So we are going to have to just pass it for now. Let me see if I have another Torchic in the deck. I do. And can I use Cleffa this turn? I think I can, actually. I'm going to put the Cleffa down. And I'm going to put this down. And I'm just going to retreat into the Cleffa and start using that. Let's just Grasping Draw for 3 extra cards. And we got Pidgeot. Nice. All right. So with Arven, we can actually get ourselves the rare candy for the Blaziken, and we can finally get this rolling. What I want to do next turn is, if he doesn't evolve the Pidgeotto this turn to Pidgeot, what I want to do is I want to... use Baby Blaziken to take out the Mimikyu and the Pidgeotto. I think that's our best bet right now. Yep, that's our best bet right now. Okay, so I am going to promote the Torchic with the Powerglass, and then I am going to evolve it into the Blaziken and get things rolling. Hopefully, I could get myself a Boomerang Energy. That'd be even better. We got a rare candy. Wow, we don't even need the Arven. Awesome. Okay, that was actually really nice. And we get the Pidgeot. And I'm going to use this Pidgeot to get myself Boomerang Energy. Hopefully I have one in the deck. Please say yes. Yes, I do. Cool. I have a bunch in the deck. I play 4, so... Let's attach the Boomerang here. Let's flip the script with Fezandipiti. Nice. Let's use Seething Spirit on Torchic. Then I'll use an Arven to get myself a Combusken by getting rid of these, well, at least one Earthen Vessel and a Pidgey. And that'll get me my Combusken. Wow, this deck is really flowing. Like I said, once it gets set up, it's good. It's good as Goldango says. So let's do this, and let's take out that Pidgeotto because he's kind of eyeing me back there. And look at that, we take 2 prize cards. We get rid of 1 Boomerang Energy, 1 Fire Energy, and we actually don't even need Blaziken EX. The Boomerang Energy is going to go back, and then once I take my prize cards, the Powerglass will kick in, and that will allow me to get my energy at the discard pile as well. Oh, we also pulled a Hilda. That's good. Their new active is going to be Ho-Oh, as I suspected. And let's put that there. And Blaziken set up next turn. That's crazy, guys. Even without using Blaziken EX, he's already set up. And Blaziken EX does pretty good damage himself for 200 damage, and he only needs 2 energy. So you just attach from hand, and you can use his own ability to power him up. The problem is he has a 2 retreat cost, and I want to try and add an Air Balloon into this deck. So after this match, I want to try and see if I can fit an Air Balloon in there somehow and see if I can get things going. I might just get rid of Heatmore, because Heatmore, he's a good lead, but because I only play 1 copy of him, it becomes situational. All right, they are going to take us out with Ho-Oh. Actually, no, they're not. They don't even hit enough with Ho-Oh. That's crazy. And guess what, guys? I'm going to do this. I'm going to boss up the Dracloak. And I'm just going to swing. Take out the Dracloak, and I'm going to take out the... Yeah, take out the Charcadet. Because I don't like how he's looking at me back there. I don't need him evolving into a Cerulege or an Armarouge. Because I think that's their game plan, is they want to evolve that into Armarouge. Wow, that was phenomenal. And we're taking 2 prize cards. And we got a Pidgeot out of the prizing and a Mela. Very nice. And because of Powerglass, we just put the energy right back on the Blaziken. He's ready to go. That's what I'm saying, guys. This deck is really consistent. It's so much fun. Granted, my opponent is playing a weird Armarouge deck. I think that's what their main goal is here. All right, let's get rid of this. Let's get rid of that. This, and that. I want to keep the Mela, and I want to keep... Yeah, I think that's fine. I think that's fine. That'll do. I want to search my deck with Pidgeot to see if I can find myself another ball. Why can't I check my discard pile right now? I can check my opponent's. Why can't I check mine? PTCGL. Okay, there it goes. And I had a right click instead of left click. I don't know. All right, we do have another boss in the deck, so I want to try and get that going. And guess what? I have the Boomerang Energy, so I could just attach this to the Combusken. And hopefully we get the Blaziken. Fingers crossed. Let's see. We got everything. We got everything. Oh my god. That's crazy. Actually, there's no reason for me to boss, actually. Unless I want to boss up this Kangaskhan. I kind of do. Because they're struggling to get it set up. What do I want to... No, give me the Kangaskhan. He has more of a retreat cost. So let's do that. And then what I want to do is I want to start setting up another Torchic. Or not. I also don't have any means of recovering energy or whatnot. That's not good. What just happened? Guys, you're seeing this, right? Oh, my opponent needs to have bad internet connection, as you can see in the bottom left corner. My internet's fine. I have full bars right now. Okay, I don't know. That was crazy. I was like so concerned for a second. I was like, wait a second now. All right, so my opponent seems to be lagging right now. That's fine. So we're going to do 120 to the Kangaskhan, and we're going to take out the Mimikyu on the bench. And guess what? Even if they retreat this Kangaskhan, we can still take it out next turn. Because we can use our attack to hit it on the bench, and that'll be enough to take it out. That is crazy, guys. The consistency in this deck is wild. I just need to find a way to get more recovery out of this deck, like a Night Stretcher. Yeah, I think I just need more recovery, honestly. Yep, he's going to retreat, but it doesn't matter because Ho-Oh was not hitting enough to take us out. What does Brassius do? Okay. That's not going to help them. Yeah, I think this is just game, guys. That's crazy. And after I edit it, after this matchup, it's going to be even better. They try to get their boss back, but it's a little too late for that. They're going to use their energy recycler to try to get their energy back. I think this is my new favorite deck, honestly. I'm going to like tweak it around a little more, but I honestly think this could be a real contender for a great deck. Oh no, that's right. Ho-Oh's going to heal Kangaskhan. Damn. So we can't even take him out. Unless, hold on now, because we can... Oh, we don't have any more gusting options, though. I only played 2 bosses. Maybe I should play more. I think maybe we should get rid of the Mela. Yeah, okay. I'm just thinking out loud. What do I want to do here, realistically? I think what I want to do here is I want to leave their hand alone. I think I just want to ping some stuff. Let's put this back on the Kangaskhan. And we'll get rid of that and that. Doesn't matter anyway, because this Blaziken's going to go down next turn. And my phone is going crazy right now because, okay, my phone's going crazy because I don't know what they're doing outside. Like, there's a Verizon truck outside, and they're like I don't know, they were cutting something down outside. So I don't know what that was about. It looked like they were cutting down a pole. So I don't know. So my Ring camera keeps going off. I keep getting the notification on my phone, but that's crazy. I don't know. So yeah, they're going to take this guy out. That's fine. But we can bring up Blaziken EX, and Blaziken EX will do 200 damage, knocking out this Ho-Oh and securing our win. So I'm not even going to mess around here. I'm just going to strike hard, strike fast, Cobra Kai, and finish this game. Bada bing, bada boom. I also want to see if I can add an air balloon to this deck for Blaziken EX. So let me go edit the deck, and I'll see you guys after I make some adjustments. All right, here we are starting things off with game 2. We have 2 Torchics in our hand, and not much else, actually. It was kind of concerning. But I did make some adjustments. I realized I didn't have Grand Tree in the deck last game. That's crazy. I was supposed to add it, and I guess I forgot. So I took out the Heatmore. I took out the Mela. I took out 2 Fire Energies. So that left us with 4 extra space in the deck. And that allowed me to put in 1 copy of Air Balloon. I put in the Grand Tree. And then I put in 2 Night Stretchers in this deck for a little recovery. So I think we should be okay with that. It looks like we're going up against a Dragapult deck. Hopefully we get Iono'd, or we have a way of getting Iono, because we are not in a great position right now. And I'm not happy about it. If worse comes to worse, okay, we're not getting Iono'd. Let's see what we get here. Top decking a Cleffa. That's not bad. I'll take that. Let's get myself the Combusken, and I'm going to get myself a Fire Energy. And I'll evolve this Torchic on the bench. I'll attach this Fire Energy to it. And if this Torchic goes down, then I will promote this Cleffa on the bench and Grasping Draw and evolve into Blaziken and get things rolling. But Blaziken is almost completely set up already. He just needs a Fire Energy. Again, if I had somehow top deck an Iono, that would be fantastic. It looks like my opponent is getting Dragapult set up already. That's not good. That is not good at all. So, oh, they're just going to Jet Headbutt. They did not have the energy. That's good. So I can promote the Cleffa. And I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to boss up the Fezandipiti. That way I could secure another turn for myself. And I get the Fire Energy. That's good. So let me boss up this Fez. That way they have to waste an energy getting it out of the active. And then I can Grasping Draw for 6 more cards. Okay, that's not bad. We can use the Arven to get myself a Buddy-Buddy Poffin, which will get me a Pidgey and another Torchic. And then I can attach the Boomerang Energy to said... Oh, they had the Air Balloon. Damn it. Wait, why are they attaching the energy? I think that was a misclick. Okay. It doesn't matter anyway, because they didn't have the Psychic Energy, but that's fine. But we definitely have to get another Torchic set up. And I don't even think Pidgey is going to be useful in this scenario right now because of... Oh, excellent. We get Fezandipiti off the top deck. So let me get my Buddy-Buddy. Let me get a Powerglass for my next Torchic. And let's start setting it up. I don't even have Pidgey in the deck. That's crazy. I prized both my Pidgeys. What else is new? Okay, let's do that. Let's do this. Let me flibbity the skibbity. And okay, that's good. Let's use the Artazon to get myself another Torchic, or not. I'm not going to put Cleffa because that's just death fodder for this Dragapult. I'm going to use my attack, and I'm going to ping the Natsu, taking it out. Put that in, put that in. Hopefully they can't get themselves a Psychic Energy, and that will allow me to withstand another Dragapult turn. And we get a Rare Candy off the prizing. That's not what I need right now, but I mean, it is what it is. And Blaziken is ready to go next turn. That's phenomenal. Like I said, the consistency is crazy. You don't even need Blaziken EX, but I use Blaziken EX in case I need that extra oomph with my attacks, and in case I can't seem to find a Boomerang Energy. I mean, it's pretty difficult not to find Boomerang Energy because you do have Hilda, which allows you to search your deck for Boomerang Energy. So, all things considered, it's not a terrible idea. Now, what I would like to do is I would like to get Blaziken EX into my hand so I could evolve the Torchic and get the second Blaziken already set up. But that's a tall order to ask right there. He's probably going to ping the Torchic. That makes the most sense to me. But I need to consistently get damage on this Dragapult. Yep, he is going to ping the Torchic, but not the one I thought he would. Okay, so because we lost Blaziken, we can actually use Fezandipiti to get us 4 new cards. Hopefully one of those... Oh, a Hilda. Perfect! That will get me Blaziken EX, and that will get me another Fire Energy. And guess what, guys? I have both Blazikens in play now. Let's use that guy on him, since he's already damaged and he has more HP. And then we can use his Seething Spirit on this Torchic right here. Attach a Fire Energy to him. Use this Rare Candy to evolve into him. And we haven't even flipped the script yet. This is crazy. We flip the script, we get ourselves a Combusken, but that is not what we need right now. Unfortunately, we did not get... we didn't get a Night Stretcher. I am going to take this Dreepy out. That way they don't set up another Dragapult. Doesn't matter what I get rid of because this Blaziken is just going to go down. But we actually can use Blaziken next turn to... Oh, there's a Pidgey. Good. Now that we don't have Dragapult to worry about after this turn, we could definitely start setting up Pidgeys. Unless they flip the script and start getting some crazy nonsense. Then, yep, there's another Dreepy. Oh, damn it. Unfortunately, we don't have... No, I do have 2 Torchics in the discard. That's why. Okay. So I need my Night Stretchers. I need to find them somehow. Some way. Now, ideally, what I would like to do... I am going to take out this Dragapult next turn. That's a no-brainer. Because why would I not? But it's going to be all up to this Blaziken EX here. Now, he's probably going to Phantom Dive this Blaziken, which will get him up to... Actually, he probably can survive another... Yeah, he's got 270. So even if he puts all the damage counters on, we could take another hit from a Dragapult. Because you know he's going to set up another Dragapult by next turn. You know it. You know it. I know it. The good Lord himself knows it. Everybody knows it. Here comes the Phantom Dive. He's going to ping the Blaziken EX. I'll be very surprised if he actually pings the Fezandipiti. Nope, he is going to ping the Blaziken, I figured. That was his best move. Alright, we can survive with 10 HP, though, thanks to Blaziken's high HP. And because we've been using Baby Blaziken, we are just going to tie the prizing right now. So let's use my Seething Spirit. Let's put that on here. Let's attach using that. Let's Flibbity the Skibbity. That gives me my Night Stretcher that I was looking for. That'll allow me to get my Torchic. And next turn, I could evolve him into a Combusken. So that's fantastic. Taking out this Dragapult, leaving us with 2 prizes. And we got the Air Balloon for this Blaziken. Oh, I probably should have attached that before I did that, in case I get Iono'd. Oh, there's my other Night Stretcher. Okay, good. So that will get me my other Blaziken. And then if I could just get myself a boss. Have I used any boss? I did use a boss. I used it before on the Fezandipiti. Ooh. Okay. If I could somehow get boss, I could boss up one of his bench Pokemon, and then I could snipe the other bench Pokemon. That'll be game. That sounds like a plan to me. Oof. This is gonna be tough, guys. We're not out of the woods just yet. But I do want a Night Stretcher for my baby Blaziken here, so I could evolve straight into him. I think that's my best bet for that. And then I'm going to Iono him just so we put him down to a much smaller hand. Okay, my opponent just passed it to us. Okay, that was interesting. All right, what do we want to do here? This is a big turn right now. I want to get Blaziken, that's for sure. I want to get this Blaziken. So we can do this to get Blaziken going. Can I use Seething? I can use Seething Spirit. Good. So let's attach that. Let's put that there. Unfortunately, Blaziken cannot attack this turn, so that's unfortunate. I mean, he can. He's just going to do 60 damage, but then I'd have to put him in the active. This is not an ideal situation. I think I just want to leave it here. Let me just Iono first. Get their hand size down. Because I don't like how big their hand size is. Oh, perfect. We get the Powerglass for Blaziken. And this Blaziken can't attack, unfortunately, so I am just going to pass. Because we could take a hit from a Dragapult if they so happen to get Dragapult set up this turn. Hopefully my opponent is not AFK, because I think they're AFK after the last turn. Because they did not do anything. Okay, it seems my opponent was AFK, and they lost for being timed out. All right, let's go into a game 3 and see how it goes. All right, here we are, game 3, last game of the day, and we are starting off horribly. Wow. Thankfully, my opponent is going first, so that means we have a little time to get things set up right now. So, it's a Jellicent deck. That's not good. We do rely heavily on items in this deck. Especially rare candies. Rare candies are crucial in this deck. Oh, it's Gardevoir. Oh no, I'm so sorry, guys. You know how I feel about Gardevoir and how long they take. Oh, jeez Louise. Please tell me I have Iono. That's not bad. I am definitely going to use that right now, because I don't like that hand. I want to see if I can get some items in my hand. We don't. We got ourselves Cleffa, though. And I think I'm just going to retreat this Fezandipiti and get the Cleffa going. So let me get Torchic going, because we need him for sure. And I could use Hilda next turn to get myself Combusken, so I'm not going to get rid of her. Or maybe I will. Hold on. I could just use Ultra Ball to get Hilda, and then I could get more of a Grasping Draw. Let's do that. That might be a stupid play. I might be kicking myself later for that. But yeah, I had to do what I had to do, man. I gotta dig. Let's see. And it pays off in the sense that I got the rare candy, but once this Jellicent goes down, I can't use that rare candy. And there it is. Yeah, I can't even use the Powerglass now. Damn. That's not good. All right, I think we found the official counter to this deck. Ooh, we could actually take out Munkidori with Blaziken's attack. And if possible, I could also take out Curlia, but that's not going to happen now because I can't use Rare Candy. All right, so if they don't have an energy, the Cleffa can survive, and that's not bad. But then the problem is I literally have nothing in my hand. I can't use anything. I could use Arven, but anything that I get from Arven, I can't use because of Jellicent. I could boss. I could definitely boss up the Frillish and evolve into the Blaziken and get that going, and then I could attach the Powerglass. Okay, so we have a game plan, but they are going to use the... Damn it, they're going to use the friggin... the attack. But that's not bad, because then we get Fezandipiti, so that's not terrible. I will actually take that. Please put down a Pokemon with a high retreat cost. That is not a Pokemon with a high retreat cost. Okay, that's fine. Or I think I'm going to boss up the Munkidori. Because then if I do that, then that becomes a big liability for them, the Munkidori. Let's do that. That sounds like a better plan. So let's boss the Munkidori. Let's evolve into the... Okay, we got another Torchic. We like that. We like that. Can I get a... No, the Torchic. No, but I definitely want to get a Pidgey, because Pidgey's going to be crucial here. Let me get a... I don't have any Torchics in the discard, right? No. Okay, good. So let me get another Powerglass, and let me get... yeah, let me get this. Okay. So let's... No, I messed up. I was supposed to use the boss. Damn it. I knew something was wrong when I did it. All right, that's fine. You know what? We'll just set up for next turn. That's fine. That's fine, that's fine, that's fine. We'll boss up the Munkidori next turn. Okay, we are still fine. We're still chilling. That was terrible sequencing on my end. I got too many things on my mind right now. All right, we could still get out of this though. All right, they are going to Artazon for what? I'm not sure. Another Munkidori. That makes sense. Now my question becomes, what is it that I want to ping here with Blaziken? Because I'm going to do 120 to the active. That's fine. Maybe I just want to take out both Monkey Dories, or maybe I want to take out the Frillish. I think the Frillish is the bigger threat here. Okay, now, Rare, don't make the same mistake. You need to boss up the Monkey Dory. Got it. In fact, I'm going to do that right now as my first step. Step 1, boss up Monkey Dory. Good. Step 2, attach all of your stuff so that you get what you need. Step 3, flippity to skibbity. We get the Blaziken, nice. And we got that. That's not going to help me at this moment. No, I'm going to put it down anyway. And I'm going to do this. Right onto there. And then I wish I had another. Can I thin a little? Yeah, let's get a Pidgey out. I don't want to put a Cleffa because that could just get easily taken out by Monkey Dory. And I don't even think I'm going to attack this turn. I think I'm just going to leave it as it is. I think that's my best bet. So let's just leave it as it is. And the Powerglass will set me up for next turn. In the next turn, I think I just want to take out both Monkey Dories because those are going to be a pain in the rear end. And that way they can't take the energy, or rather the damage, off of whatever Pokemon they use Gardevoir's ability for. So I think that's my best bet, is taking out the 2 Monkey Dories. I could be wrong, but I'm thinking on the fly here. I'm just trying to... Oh, they're going to Iono me. Damn it. That's not what I needed, dude. I was supposed to Iono you. We get Grand Tree. Hold on now. I have to use Arven, though, because I have to look through my... Or I can use Buddy-Buddy Poffin. I have to see what's in my deck before I Grand Tree, because if I don't have the stage 2s in my deck, then that's going to be a problem. They are going to retreat, probably into Jellicent. Yep. All right, so I guess we're going to just hit the Jellicent. And what's good is they used... Oh, they didn't use a Dark Energy. Never mind. Oh, no, wait, hold on. This is going to do what, 160? Yeah, 160. Okay, we could take that hit. That's fine. I'm getting nervous for a second. I have to see what I have in my deck. Because if I... Oh, no, it's not fine. Because he's going to just Adrenaline Brain it to me. Unless he doesn't have the energy in his hand. Hold on. I got a roller coaster of emotions going. Oh, nope. I think he has the energy. I'm going to be really upset he has the energy. Nope, he doesn't. Thank God. Okay, Jesus. What a roller coaster of emotions that was. Okay, so we got the rare candy, but we can't use it because of stupid Jellicent. So that's fine. So let me use Arven to check my deck for Pidgeotto. Pidgeotto is there, but Combusken is not. So we need to keep that in mind. So let me go back here. Let me get an air balloon, and let me get that. I'm well aware that's not going to work, but that's not what I did that for. I did that so I could do this. Pidgeotto, right on this guy. And Pidgeot, right on this guy. Beautiful. Now, step 2. Let's get myself Blaziken. Nope, that's not what I want to do. And let's use this attack, taking out the Monkey Dory on the bench, because he has annoyed me long enough. Okay, so it seems like Gardevoir is a big shutdown to this deck, unfortunately, because Gardevoir is like the best deck in the format right now. We do get a Hilda. That's good. And I might actually just... okay, here's what we're gonna do. Here's what we're gonna do. I got an idea. That's fine, you could bounce that stadium now that I got what I needed. Here's what we're gonna do. We're gonna promote the Combusken on the bench. We're gonna evolve him into EX. And then we're gonna use Pidgeot's ability to get me a fire energy and his own ability to get himself an energy. So we can power him up. That's not the issue. So this Jellicent is going down. That's not a problem. We'll flip the script. That's fine, because we're going to flip the script next turn. Also, I just realized I put the Powerglass on this Combusken. I probably wasn't supposed to. That's not good. Okay, they are going to get themselves some energy. They're probably going to get themselves a dark energy for... Oh, they had Devo. They had Devo. That's not good. Well, Devo actually doesn't help them because I've already evolved into my stage 1s. So, yeah, I guess I can get rid of the Devos. And, yep, they are going to get the dark energy. So they're going to attach the dark energy to Munkidori, ping this damage onto somebody, and then just let it roll. Yep, of course, because why would they not? All right, I'm going to mute my mic because this is going to take a while. Okay, so a lot went right. Like, a lot went down while I wasn't around. The Professor's Research got themselves a new hand. I think you guys saw them put the energy on the Munkidori, and then they just use Psychic Embrace to get that going. So here's what we're going to do. We're going to get ourselves Blaziken EX and a Fire Energy. I'm going to use said Blaziken EX, attach this, use his ability to attach here. We're going to flip the script, see what we can get from this. We get absolutely nothing of use. We cannot actually use any items, so we can't even use our Night Stretcher. But let me see. We could get a boss. I just use Hilda, though, so that's not going to help us. All right, let's just get a Boomerang Energy, just so we could look through the deck. And then we're just going to take this Jellicent EX out finally, because this thing has been a pain in my rear end since the beginning of this game. And we are slowly but surely making a comeback. We got a Torchic. Nice. All right, so we can start setting up another Torchic next turn. And I'm not going to use the Powerglass here. And it's their turn, so I'm just going to mute my mic while they do Gardevoir stuff. Okay, so what happened here? They Iono'd us down to 3, like a tool bag, which got rid of my Torchic, which I'm not happy about. But I can get it back with Artazon, because they set that up for me. Thank you very much. And then they Adrenabrained off of their Jellicent once they used the Psychic Embrace to take out the Pidgey on my bench, and they just hit us for 160. And with that being said, I think I'm just going to flip the script. We got ourselves the Blaziken, but that does me no good. So I think what I want to do is I want to Iono them down to a smaller hand. Unfortunately, I did attach the Powerglass to this Blaziken. I probably shouldn't have, but it is what it is. But it looks like this is going to be a losing matchup. So that's very unfortunate. Stupid Gardevoir. Okay, so they used a secret box as their A-Spec, using that to devolve my Pokemon, which is actually a dumb idea because now I just get Blaziken back. And I think what I want to do is I want to promote the Pidgeotto because I could evolve it straight back into Pidgeot. And that, oh, we do get that. So hold on now. Let me see what I could do here. I definitely want to use Pidgeot to get me a boss so I could start using it, or I could just get the boss like that. I'm going to boss up the Gardevoir because they have 0 energy in their discard pile right now, as you could see. So that's phenomenal. And then what I think I want to do is I just want to evolve back into Blaziken because I think the other Blaziken is not going to do any help to us. I could do that, and then what I could do is I can use this to get myself the Air Balloon finally and attach that to Blaziken. That way I have a way out. So we made an okay plan here. And I could swing for this Gardevoir for 200, and that will put us in a pretty good position. So let's see how my opponent decides to retaliate after that. Beautiful. They Iono'd themselves down to 1, only getting them 1 energy, just like I predicted. And I am actually going to retreat this Blaziken since he can't attack and go straight into the Pidgeot. And that will allow me to attack with Pidgeot, get rid of their Artazon, and really get things rolling. So let's do that. And let's get rid of the stadium. Let's bounce that because neither of us needs that. Why have it? And hopefully they cannot retreat this Gardevoir because they are in top deck mode. They are going to ping damage to us, but I'm okay with that, honestly. They get Arven, you SOB. They get Arven. Of all cards, the top deck. Hopefully they don't get like a Earthen Vessel ruin or something. Do they even play Earthen Vessel, or did they get rid? They got rid of they got rid of 2 Earthen Vessels, so maybe they got an Ultra Ball. Yeah, they are completely bricked. Wow, I think we might have actually stopped this Gardevoir from running rampant, pinging somebody. I mean, I see they have Shaman, but that doesn't matter against EX Pokemon. It only works against non-EX. So here's what I'm going to do. I'm going to do this. And I don't have anything else to get rid of, so let's just do that. Let's get rid of the Artazon. Let's get my energies here. Let's attach that here. Let's start setting up this Fez. And the next turn he's ready. And let's take out this Gardevoir finally. Goodbye. Don't need you. It's going to put 320, knocking it out. So we only need 1 prize card to win. Wow. We actually might make a comeback, guys. This is crazy. Despite everything that's happened to us in this matchup, they are definitely going to put that Jellicent up. Why would they not? They are no longer in top deck mode, though, because now they can use Flip the Script, unfortunately. But I really don't think that matters. They don't have Gardevoir out, so they can't get the energy out of their discard pile. Their Jellicent is not hitting enough to take us out. They have nothing to Adrena Brain right now. I think this is game. I think we could get away with this with Blaziken. Unfortunately, oh, they are going to attach, but that's not going to help them right now. Unless they retreat, they can't counter catch because we're both down to 1. What are they going to give this Ultra Ball? That's the question. They could get another Ralt set up, but I don't think they want to do that. Did I use both my stretchers? I haven't used any stretchers, actually. Wow. So I could totally get a Torchic. I could totally get a Torchic and get things rolling. Yeah, I might just do that. I might just get myself another Torchic and get things rolling. Do I have any energy? I have 2 Boomerang energies, but those aren't going to help us here. Yeah, so we are definitely going to have to... Actually, no. Hold on now. Hold on now. How much does this do? This does 100. That's not enough either. Oh, wait. Hold on now. Because, wait, we could do this. We could bring up the Fez. He can't knock that out. And then we'll Cruel Arrow his Jellicent. Putting it at 200. Wait, 200? That doesn't seem right. I have 200 damage on this thing? That's crazy. I didn't know that. Now, they could retreat, but in doing so, that would free me from item lock. And that would allow me to get some things rolling. And if they do retreat, they can't retreat into anything that could attack Fez. And then I could just knock out the... actually, no, I can't because they have enough to take it off. Why are they still attaching energy? I don't know. I think they're just in panic mode. All right, who are they going to ping this onto? If they stay in with Jellicent, we win. Because I can retreat into Blaziken and do 200 damage and knock it out. Oh, no, wait, we just lost it! Oh, the friggin' energy and all that nonsense. Oh, no, that's going to be enough. Yep, that's going to do 160. We lost by 10 HP. Damn it. There was nothing I could have done there. Nothing. Because Blaziken would have went down. Yeah, they just had too many stupid Monkey Dories on the bench. Ugh, we tried so hard, guys. We really did. All right, that is going to do it for the Blaziken and Blaziken EX deck. I really like this deck. It's a lot of fun. It's very consistent when you get things going, as long as you don't run into Jellicents like you saw in that last matchup. But all things considered, even with all those hoops and bounds we had to leap through, we almost made that comeback. That was a roller coaster of emotions that last game. We did all right against Dragapult, but my component was AFK, and that just led to us winning. And then the last match... the first match really had a good showing for Blaziken. So let me know what you guys think in the comment section down below. If you like my Blaziken deck, give it a like. If you want to see more wacky and crazy decks like this, make sure to subscribe. And I'll catch you all in the next one. Peace!